Okay, this is DragonofEternity and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker, patch 6.1 content. In the last video I started the epilogue questline for the world quests in Endwalker, and in this video I will be continuing the epilogue questline. So, if I click on the screen, let's accept the third quest, Misguided View. Though visibly relieved the Garleans are safe, the hardness in Fortunate's eyes suggests your work is far from over. With the Garleans' hearts at ease, the likelihood of others turning has greatly diminished. That said, it is no cause for us to grow complacent. We must needs find a way to overcome the Blasphemy's protective warding. If I understand correctly, a Blasphemy's behaviour is often times influenced by the memories and emotions of their originator, in which case it would be prudent to learn more of the man who birthed this monstrosity. How fortuitous, then, that a number of soldiers from the 3rd Legion are in our custody. For a mercy, their tempering was not so severe as to be beyond our ability to heal them. They are presently being treated at Camp Broken Glass. Perhaps the camp's intelligence officer can tell us who among them knows aught of Nerva's whereabouts. Okie dokie. Let's get some more food there. And teleport back to Camp Broken Glass. Speak with the intelligence officer. Okie dokie. So, right over there then. I don't suppose any of the other NPCs are around. I don't think they are. Nah. Do you two say anything different? Let a blasphemy should appear naval times bodes ill for Garlemald. That said, I have faith we will find a way to fell the beast ere long. Thank you again for answering a call for aid. I pray the matter can be resolved quickly before anyone else comes to the blasphemy's influence. Nah, nothing new with them. Intelligence officer. I see. Perhaps it would be best if you speak with Virgilia, legatus of the 3rd Legion. Oh yeah, we fought her in the solo trial. Or in the solo duty. She's still on the mend, but the chirurgeons aren't like to oppose a brief conversation. If you would wait here a moment. Can I just go to her? You know, save her from getting out of bed? No? Oh hey, we got to see her without the mask. I think. Hi, I kicked your ass, sorry about that. Eorzea's champion, I presume, and one of her cohorts. What business have you with me? Ilsabard is faced with imminent crisis, and we would believe the knowledge you bear may be key in stopping it. You see, your leader kind of turned into a giant monster and is now terrorizing the people. So anything you know about him would be great. And thus do we believe the blasphemy to be Nerva. His whereabouts in the wake of Garlemald's fall, or lack thereof, give credence to our theory. Lord Nerva. From what we have pieced together thus far, you were one of the last to see him alive. Please, will you not share with us what you know? Very well, for I suspect what meagre knowledge I possess shall avail you not. I last spoke with Lord Nerva shortly after the warring with the First Legion began. cloistered within the lower levels of the Cenaculum Imperialis, he spent the better part of the day listening attentively to the radio. He seemed hopeful, or perhaps desperate, for news that the tide might turn in our favour. Next day, I left for the front line. It was there I heard a terrible noise, which I assumed came from the Tower of Babel. Then darkness took me, and I remember naught after that. I was told the radios protected those closest to them from the effects of the tower, in which case, Lord Nerva would have remained unaffected. But he has ever been devoted to Garlemald, for glory everlasting, he would say. To watch the empire he loved so dearly crumble, I can think of no one who would be more stricken by the sight. It would seem we were right to assume what became of Nerva. And it does not surprise me the beast would choose to make its nest within the Tower of Babel. It stands atop the remains of the Imperial Palace, and the throne he revered so highly. But the Empire is no more, and Lord Nerva apparently is no longer the man he once was. He deserves to be laid to rest, together with his dreams of glory. We will fell the beast, you have my word. Dots. Apologies for the interruption. Canacena has arrived, and we're ready to depart. 'Tis good to see you, Mareshna, Master Fortunald. I have spoken with Lorenz of the ward protecting the Blasphemy, and I am quite confident some manner of etheric-based magic bars our path. If I may be so bold, Elder Seedseer, we reached the same conclusion initially, but that simply is not possible. These creatures born of the final days are devoid of ether. As such, they would be unable to produce such a barrier in a manner to which we are accustomed. Do you suppose it's possible they manipulated dynamis to achieve a similar effect? I too thought to dismiss the notion of a barrier fueled by ether. That is, until I stepped foot here in Garlemald, and even now I sense streams of ether flowing toward the tower. Its purpose was, after all, to harvest reserves of energy sufficient to reach the moon. Even if one was incapable of manipulating ether directly, it stands to reason control of the tower would alleviate such a need. 'Tis merely conjecture, of course. I cannot say for certain until I have examined the currents with mine own eyes. Might I ask you to accompany us? Aye, aye. I would join you as well, if I may. My injuries would keep me from being of use in battle, but my knowledge of the land should serve just as well as my blade. I mean, if she wants to help, let her. I would not be opposed to your company, but it is not my decision to make. She may go, as long as she remains under watch by you and the others. Very good. Might I suggest we begin with Regio Urbanissima? I sense the greatest confluence of ether in that vicinity. Hello. I know that outfit. Okay, I guess we're going over there then. Is that a bloody wasp in the room? Come on, get out. Oh, I hate it. I hope it's alright. As long as it doesn't sting me, I should be fine. So where am I going? I'm going all the way over here. Okay. Right, let's see. Party. I heard word that Al-Din should be arriving before long. I can already picture him knocking his knees, muttering under his breath about the cold. Really, I never took him for that kind of man. I will never understand how anyone could grow accustomed to such cold climes. Part of me does not wish to believe this blasphemy is Lord Nerva, that I failed to protect him, and yet... I'm sure it's just my imagination, but I can't help but feeling we're being watched again. Wouldn't surprise me. It would seem I underestimated the resourcefulness of our adversary. Wait a minute, being watched. Oh. Okay, I see now. Maybe. As I thought, the ether stream here flows towards the tower, as do all others in this region, no doubt. This convergence first began when the Telothroi erected spires in all corners of Eorzea to fuel the Tower of Babel, but once destroyed, this divergence of ether should have ceased. Alright, whoever you are, if you've business with us, quit your skulking about in the shadows and speak your piece. Was you there in the tower, wasn't it? There he is. My, you're sharper than you look. It's Sid's boyfriend. I recognize you. Nero, yes? Why are you following us? And where's Sid? Who said I'm following you? Being a native of Garlemald, does it not stand to reason I might be inclined to come and see what has become of my home? I know not what you're scheming, but we've no time to entertain your games. Perhaps Master Garland would make better company for you. Spare me. I am a man of great ambition and greater intellect, far beyond the scope of anything Garland could hope to achieve. He still keeps his head in the clouds, while I would set my sights to the stars beyond. Which is why you snuck into the tower, but like us, you couldn't get past the Blasphemy to reach the transporter. Well, yes, well, I was very much hoping you would dispense with that little obstacle. And having caught wind of your plans, curiosity compelled me to see if you were truly up to the task. Do you have reason to believe we are not, or perhaps does the great genius Nero mean to dispense with the blasphemy himself? Far be it from me to steal your glory, having come all this way, but as I am feeling generous, I will tell you what I learned during my time in the Tower of Babel. I was able to access its systems, you see, and discovered one of those dreadful spires still appeared to be active. Impossible! They all vanished when Anima was destroyed. Yes, and I've heard of your escapades reclaiming the remains of the Emperor. But obviously you failed to reclaim his entire body. As it stands, a piece remains powering a tower at Fabrica. Where? Ah yes, the manufacturing district, just north of the erstwhile Imperial Palace. A rather impressive feat, considering how these lands are so utterly devoid of ether, barely enough to sustain life, let alone the spire. But if one were to use Varus's remains to forcibly create a confluence of sorts... Precisely, and from what I've gleaned of the tower's systems, his heart serves as its core. Wow, they even took its heart? Damn. Coursing not with blood, but your precious ether, and now Nerva has amassed a surfeit to shore up his defences. How fortuitous he should find so perfect an impetus for his design, stolen from better minds than his own. How very like him. Oh, did I say that out loud? You'll forgive me if I fail to show concern for your ire. If what you say is true, these lands could never hope to recover from such a plasticity of life energies. We must hurry and find Varus's heart to both spare the land this wanton harvesting and deny the blasphemy the source of its protection. Are we to presume you have any intention in aiding us? As I said, I've no intention of sealing your glory, though I fear victory may soon slip through your fingers if you do not act quickly. The Tower of Babel was designed specifically for Anima to serve as its core. Never forcing himself upon the system has caused it to grow increasingly unstable. If my calculations correct, and they always are, it will not be long before his presence triggers a system meltdown. The resulting explosion will destroy whatever tenuous streams of ether breathe life into the lands of Garlemald. But more importantly, we may lose our only means of reaching the moon. The heavens forever denied my genius. You could just talk to the law, Prince. How so very unfortunate. In any event, 'twould seem time is of the essence. That's all well and good, but even if we know which district to search, finding the heart will be like looking for a needle in a bloody haystack. Actually, I may know where we can start. Uh-oh. It's all rather hazy, but I still have vague recollections of my time serving Anima when I was enthralled. We were commanded to erect some manner of facility tucked away in a corner of Fabrica. I remember not what it was for, but it's as good a place as any to begin our search. Certainly sounds promising, but surely this facility will be heavily guarded. Then maybe it'd be for the best to divide our forces. If it's just the four of us, shouldn't prove too difficult to sneak inside and find the heart. Meanwhile, our main force can stand ready to storm the Tower of Babel when the barrier gives out. Leave it to us. Okay, I guess it's us four in a party. Technically, we have two healers. This is Levier. This is Pancrit. What? Very well. We shall return at once. Uh-oh. A number of Garleans have left camp for the Tower of Babel. They have somewhat misunderstood the threat of the tower and convinced themselves that Nerva has taken refuge there. Still clinging to their ill-placed patriotism, no doubt. They could not have gone far, if you act quickly. Perhaps they can be found before they come to harm. Or before I come to harm them. A wise man would not waste his time on a few wayward refugees. I thought you Charlene scholars knew better. To ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, sir. It is indolence. If it is all the same to you, Marishna, I would join you. I will return to camp and begin preparations for our assault on the tower. And I suppose I should go as well. Ah, Nero, never change. Speak with Fortunault and have him accompany you. Alright. Though I am not unarmed, I promise not to be a burden. That said, it would behoove us to avoid any undue confrontations if possible. Now then, let's be off. Fortunault is now accompanying you. Alright. Where to? You know, it would be nice if you could go into a bloody multi-seater mount. I could avoid all the shit. Just putting that out there. Yeah, it would be nice. Oh well. Right, surveying. No trace of them. Let's keep searching. To the north. Point of interest. Help! Someone, please! Did you hear that? It came from over there. You know, it'd help if you were following me. Right, go! Hades' mount. Let's go. Over here. Despondent Refugee, Fortunald, and 2 other people. Terminus Beholder, Terminus Witcher. I should probably have the chocobo out for this. Yeah. Oh well. And ba-boom. And ba-boom. 11%. 0%. Lovely. They are understandably shaken, but other eyes appear to be unharmed. You're the ones who came to speak with us before. We heard Lord Nova... Lord Nova? We heard Lord Nerva had returned, and was assembling his forces in the tower, but... He's a blasphemy now. He's a monster. No return. No, not Lord Nerva too. Then there really is nothing left for us. You have your full life ahead of you. Either rebuild or move. I'll not deny your situation is dire, but you are not without a path forward. I believe you've the passion and conviction needed to rebuild Garlemald, if you so choose. Or failing that, you could begin new life in Charlian. Rebuild Garlemald? No, there was no point in entertaining so lofty a dream, and we would sooner die than suffer life under the rule of another. Then rebuild then! You would sooner seek death than sanctuary? Your resolve is admirable, but sorely misplaced. If you would not see Garlemald rise from the snow and ashes here in Ilsabard, might you consider venturing unto a new frontier? A new frontier? And where exactly is this land ripe for exploration? The New World. There, on the moon. With the rabbits. It is our goal to create a repository of man's knowledge there, free from the jurisdiction of any nation. As I understand, the magitech and technological advancements of Garlemald were without peer. Your expertise would be indispensable in the endeavour, should you be willing, of course. Do you really expect us to go and live on the bloody moon? Is such a thing even possible? Asked Lofritz. Have you a better alternative? Lest you forget, Garlemald did not rise to grandeur from complacency in the present or ruination in the past. We live for the future. It is in our blood. Life is not without its hardships, of course. Even I have met with the occasional stumbling block. But even should I stumble, my eyes are forever fixed skyward, seeking ever greater heights. The Empire may be lost, but I still possess a great deal of knowledge gained from it, and a desire to seek more. The very notion of exploring the moon is an unprecedented prospect, and that you balk at the proposition boggles the mind. Consider this. Have you heard that beasts of the final days were born of those hapless souls that had given up on everything? Yes? If that is indeed the case, can you tell me why you still stand before me? Because deep down you believe your life is yet worth living. Deep down, you long to reach for the unreachable. Or perhaps you don't. If you should choose to lay down and die here in the snow, that's none of my concern. Reach for the unreachable. Row, row, fight the power. That sounds like something I would have said back at the academy. Alright, we'll go. I suppose it's better than dying here in the snow, as you so grimly put it. Then we must first dispense with the blasphemy that commands the tower. Moon Nation Garlemald. It's hard to believe Lord Nerva, of all people, could be turned into one of those monsters. Please, you must stop him. Put his soul to rest. Or whatever's left of his soul. Probably not much. Thank you, and sorry for causing all this trouble. Wow, Nero, you do have a way of words. Thank you for the rousing call to action, but I thought you had no interest in meddling in our affairs. Lest you misunderstand, I abhor the idea of my countrymen blindly following nobles they know next to nothing about. Besides, it would be a most piteous sight for not a single Garlean to be among those venturing to the moon. Who else am I to prevail upon to learn of new findings up there? Let's see. Skill speed, spell speed, tenacity, skill speed. Alright, quest number 3 done. One more to go. I told myself I would not get overly involved, and yet here I am. Forlorn Glory. Fortunault is eager to regroup and make ready for battle. Oh boy. From what Nero has told us, time is now a luxury we can ill afford. Let us return to Camp Broken Glass, if only for the moment. The others are no doubt finishing their preparations for battle. Okie dokie. Teleport to Camp Broken Glass. I wonder if they'd be part of the Beast Tribe. Oh god, doing crafting dailies on the moon isn't exactly exciting. Well, it might be for some people. Let's see. Iliad, Fortunault. How you doing, buddy? I should hope the other's absence means all proceeds apace. Good, you're here. With the recent arrival of reinforcements, our preparations are all but complete. Apologies for our lateness. It seems we were at least in time to help deliver the crushing blow. Aye. And if the fates are kind, this will be the last we see of those damnable blasphemies. Commander Aldin, Lord Ian, thank you both for coming. Yes, of course, understood. Lorenz and the others have reclaimed Varus' heart. The barrier protecting the blasphemy should soon dissipate. Then the time has come to at last storm the Tower of Babel. Oh yeah, if the flow of ether stops, what's going to happen to that portal that's going up into the moon? Just a thought. Admiral Merlwyb and Lord Amric await our arrival at its base. Then we should be about today. I suppose this is as good opportunity as any to keep my hammer from rusting over. Last time you used your hammer was back in Omega? Yeah, it was Omega. I will accompany you as well, as the forum's representative and a member of the survey team. I feel it is my responsibility to see this through to the end. I didn't take you for the fighting type. Are you sure you wouldn't moderate here? Are you gonna borrow the new lifts from your son? Despite appearances, I am no stranger to the battlefield. Indeed, I have seen my fair share, travelling the world in service to the Forum. Though I may not be the equal of Alphino or Alice, we shall not find ourselves wanting. I can promise you that much. Okie dokie. Right, we got a party of 6. We need 2 more. When you have all finished your preparations, we shall reconvene at the Enceladium. Speak with Archibald again. They want a quick fly through. Half of them are waiting around. No. Okay. You guys say anything different? No. No. Okie dokie. Alright, so to the location of the dungeon then. How much of the dungeon will I be doing? Well, if the guy is at the core, then it should be either the throne room itself, which must turn into an elevator, or where Anima was. So let's see. Step 2 out of 3, speak with Fortunalt again. Step 3 is speak with Shirabat at radz-at-han. Okay, so it's like, do the duty, see the cutscenes, and then hand it in. Okay. Hopefully it doesn't take me over an hour. Let's see. Solo duty. All are present and accounted for. Shall we proceed? Your progress for the battle will be saved at certain points. In the event that you are defeated, you may be able to try again from the most recent of these. Please note that if you enter battles associated with other quests or log out from the game, this progress will be lost. So, no 90Ks. So I assume I'm going in as a melee DPS then. Hammer time! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Aye, we got a full group of 8. Our objective is simple. Locate and eliminate the Blasphemy Nerva. Though the barrier guarding him is no more, a number of beasts will surely block the way at the auxiliary sector. That's not good. Off to a smashing start, I see. It would seem the tower will reach its limits sooner than I anticipated. If we're to save the transporter, we must hurry and find Nerva. Now! So what's our party composition? Kinda saying as a healer. Fortunal's a healer. I'm a DPS, so that's 3. Yen is a DPS, 4. Melweb is DPS, 5. Amrik, I imagine, is a tank. It should go without saying, but be on your guard. There's quite a menagerie of horrors last time I was here. I imagine those two are the tanks then. And New is just an oversized DPS. They're upon us! To arms! I want to say Nero's Aurora, but I'm not too sure. God, partying with all of the Alliance leaders. This is amazing. If only I could do this in certain other games. I should really stop complaining about the other game. Yay. Melweb and I should hold them off. What am I clicking on? Okay, get the mouse back on the game. Melweb and I shall hold them off. You all pass.
The winds favor us.
Alright. Now we're down to 6. A persistent lot, aren't they? I imagine one person's going to go in there.
Down with you!
It's been a while since I've heard this music. Alright, slowly but surely we are getting them down. I shall hold the line here. When you see an opening, take it and do not look back. And now we're down to 5. Alright, let's go. So now we're at the first boss arena. No, wait, no, we're at the second boss arena. Forward! Out of our way! Nerva never did make things easy. Let's get this over with. This is probably a boss fight, ain't it? Oh, at least it's close to one as I can. Right, here, and you get that. Large dive, Dragonfire dive. And we go from there. I should have hit 8 instead of 7. More are coming. Stay sharp. They're probably going to do a line AoE. I was right. And that's doing just an AoE. Okay. Good, no, my skills haven't gone rusty yet. Right, nearly there. There's 1 down. There's 2 down. 3, 4. More. Oh, don't take my spot, you dick. Oh, I see, they're just the target one. Okay. Wasn't that bad. Good to know. Okay, hit 8 this time. Uh-oh. Okay, we're good here. Be careful, Olivia. They have their sights on you. Oh, fuck me. I'll just have to take it. They've not won yet. I'm not tank, so I can't get the aggro off you. Oh shit, Raban's about to be dead. Raban! Okay, he's healed. There's only so much I can do as a DPS. Ay, 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 ay. Alright, is this the last amount? No. Oh shit! I will see to the rebels. You focus on the large one there. Okay. Very well, with me.
Tizona!
Is it me or is that thing getting larger? Probably.
Enough!
Come on! Help me free it! Yep, it is getting larger. Oh shit. Okay, you took out all the dead leaders. Can you help us, Raban? There we go. I don't suppose this is Nerva. Nah. Come on! Ba-boom. Cutscene time. Is that the last of them? Probably not. course not. We can't afford for them to impede our advance any further. Commander Aldin, let us hold them here. Master Fortunault, take the others and go, quickly! Understood. Alright, 3-man party. Alright, we're at the boss room. What the fuck is that? Oh, is that Ferion? Blasphemy. Nerva, yea, Galvus. That is a Ferion reskin. Leave now. Garlemald is mine. Mine! Ah, great, it's the last boss of Amrot. Well, I suppose we fought the second boss of Amrot. Nero... Nerva, ye, Galvus. We got a healer, we got Nero, we got DPS. Let's go! The send he and Nerva for Garlemald, her people, and all who call this star home. Blasphemy or no, I'll not suffer anyone who gets in my way. For glory everlasting, for Garlemald! God, that voice is hard to do in the throat. And that is not a giggity. Ego, arise. Rise, my legion. For glory! Oh god, it is like the Amrot boss! Oh, I didn't even see the ones on this side. Oh dear lord! Okay, blinding light show aside, that was pretty cool. Oh no you don't. Gravest ego. Down for the count. Hold on! Are you going to save me from this? Are you going to rescue me? Yeah, you are. Lovely. We must take the offensive. If you place a healer during this, do you need to rescue the party member that got hit by that? I don't know. Rise, my faithful! Where? Death take you! I see. Blast and blast. Oh shit! Well, I can't hit it. Shit. Dun 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 dun. I'm in the wrong ones. Right, nearly 50%. Fractured ego. Orbs. We got orbs. Grave ego. Grave ego. What's grave ego? Probably that. Well, we seem to be good. Oh. Oh! Yeah, let's not die. Ow. Okay, so that's completely out of melee range. Probably. Where are you? Take the eye! 40%, let's go! Alright, 2/3 the way down. Rise, my faithful! How about now? Alright, let's see. Over there. Oh, there's probably one over there doing that. I can't get near it. I can't get in melee range. That's absolute bullshit. Shadow Wreck. To me, my legion. How many legions do you have? Where? Oh, 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 oh. Bring them here, leave the rest to me. What are you planning to... Oh, help me. This will sting. Come on, Voshnal, this way. You can thank me later. Behind me, quickly. I shall take the brunt of it. Okay. Breaking point. We must drive it back. Working on it, buddy. Right, halfway down. Gods be good. Well, this is what you get for not having practice in the battle for a while. Come on! Boom. Ugh. Well, you're screwed. 1-on-1! Or 2-on-1. Let's put an end to this, shall we? Yeah, if only I had a limit break. But no, we got 3 party members. We mustn't yield. Not now. Okay, heal back in action. Lovely. Fantastic. 6%. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. And baboom. Ooh. That was fun. I wouldn't mind that being an actual boss fight. For glory everlasting, indeed. Oh, now you guys appear. Is it over? Has the danger passed? By a hair's breadth, perhaps, but yes. I say we've managed to avoid a fiery ruin. Our path to the moon is open once more. The duty of Charlene has ever been to chart the course of history, not to change it. Thus did we fervently hold to our policies of neutrality and non-intervention. In truth, it was all in service to our plans of exodus, to abandon this star to its ruinous fate. Harsh though it may sound, I still believe it was ultimately for the greater good. Thanks to you and your comrades, however, it was a fate that did not come to pass. Charlene will now find a new way forward, not merely for the preservation of knowledge, but for the betterment of the star, and all who call it home. By turning the moon into a giant museum. I believe I speak for all of the Forum when I say it would be an honor and a privilege to work towards such a goal alongside the allied nations. Aye, an age of true and everlasting peace is finally within our grasp, and we will seize it, together. Shouldn't we check on the teleporter? Just a thought. Alright, speak with Fortunaut again. As soon as everyone loads in. Is it just these two? Really? Okay. As much as I would enjoy a riveting conversation with Eorzea's champion, I really must make ready for the moon. Now, if you'll excuse me. Cutscene time. 'Tis a relief to know we've no longer a need for battle. Despite my experience, I must confess I am ill-suited to it. The allied nation leaders, meanwhile, demonstrated an aptitude for combat far and above what I might expect from diplomatic leaders. Or diplomatic figures. And you, my friend. Oh, we're friends now? I see now why you are so well regarded as Eorzea's champion. Oh, we're friends now! I'll still be friends with your wife in those custom delivery quests. The others have already begun the arduous journey home, but before you go, I would offer a word of thanks to the both of you. If not for your timely assistance, our plans would be forfeit, and the lands of Ilsabard forever defiled by the Blasphemy. Please, I've no need for your platitudes. I labour only to further my own ends, nothing more. We've heard the news. Thank you for everything. With Lord Nerva laid to rest, we have the peace of mind to move on without regret. To the moon! To live with bunnies! There you are! Now, what's this I've heard about you cleaning out the Tower of Babel? Are we finally ready to return to the moon? Ah, what fortuitous timing! Allow me to introduce to you Livingway of the Loprits, Moon Dweller, and Overseer of the Survey Team. Livingway, these good people will be the moon's first residents. I trust you and the other Loprits will take good care of them. Pleased to meet you? Residents? Oh no! Oh yes, splendid! After many, many long years of planning and preparation, the moon is absolutely, most definitely, ready to accommodate your stay. How do you feel about carrots? Lots and lots of carrots. Glad to hear it, and apologies for the delay. I must first confer with Lawrence and see to our final preparations, but your residents will be, and the survey team, shall be along ere long. Might I trouble you to relay word of our success to Shurabat in radz-at-han? I should think the tidings all the more heartening coming from you. Until next we meet. Wait! You're not leaving for the moon without me! I hope they actually are on the moon after this. I might want to take a look at that in my off time. Yeah. Right, final check on these two. They say anything now that I've killed the bloody Blasphemy. With Lord Nerva gone, I dare say we have truly seen the end of the Empire. The path forward for the people of Garlemald will not be easy, but I have no doubt they now walk the path to a better and brighter future. Our plans to help the people form an interim government proceed apace. A long and trying process to be sure, but the benefits far outweigh the costs. Alright, and let me do a quick check on the twins. Now, depending on how far you are in the MSQ, the twins' location might change, but for me, as of completing 6.1, they are still in Tertium. Just putting that little disclaimer out there in case somebody's watching in 6.2, 3, 4, 5, 5. Yeah. Let's see, you guys say anything different? Julius? No. It's a relief to see you back in one piece. With Blasphemy gone, the people here can finally begin piecing their lives together. Not an easy feat by any measure, but they are resilient. Even so, they're going to need help, which is why I plan to stay a while longer. Did Father really storm into the Tower of Babel alongside you? I told him not to overexert himself, but he never listens. If he were anyone else, I'd give him a thick ear for being so reckless. Next time you see him prepare to do anything rash, be sure to call upon me. I'll feel better knowing both of us are there to keep an eye on him. Aww. And yeah, you say the exact same thing as 6.0. Okay. Right, so quest turning, and we're done. I'm done with all the 6.1 content. Unless I want to record attempts at doing Endsinger Extreme, but I'd rather not. Yeah, any endgame content I'm gonna do in my off time if I ever get round to it in the same expansion. That's just my style of gameplay. Right, so Hall of the Radiant Host. Let's turn this in, and we're done. I should probably put some food in the oven after this. Yeah, something warm after being in Garlemald for so long. Right, where are yous? Right, Shirabat. So it's true then, the Blasphemy in Garlemald has been struck down. They were right to call on you, it seems. And with no other outstanding reports of Blasphemy sightings, I dare say you've slain the last of them. Perhaps now we can finally start to put the final days behind us. Strange though that may sound. On behalf of my fellow delegates and the Radiant Host, I extend to you our humblest thanks. I hope when next I call on you, it will be under more fortuitous circumstances. Forlorn glory. Baboom. Some of our parts. Hey, I didn't check on the other things, did I? Newfound Adventure gave me Newfound Adventurer title. Algaia, Forlorn Glory. Blessed Relief. What a title name. So yeah, I think with that, I'm done with the video. So, I need to check to see what I have left to do. Can expect that to actually appear on the screen. Alright, let's see. So I've done everything I can at 6.1. Confirmed 6.15 content is Hildebrand, Emilians, and the Arcusdora tribal quest. And then unconfirmed about when in 6.1 they're going to be is the Tartarus Grand Endeavor and Omega Beyond the Rift. So I still have like 5 storylines to go through. Okie dokie. So I guess I'll be going through them whenever 6.15 comes out. So, yeah, let's sort out the outro now. This has been DragonofEternity going through more Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker Patch 6.1 content. In this video, I finish up the epilogue, Role Questline, in Endwalker. Next time, hopefully 6.15 will be out, so then I can do one of those storylines. Be it Hildebrand, Emilians, or the Arcusdora tribal quests. So, yeah. With that planned out, viewers, with my rambling hopefully now finally done, until next time.